Hello, Happy New Year, everyone. It's Burak from Trading Channels, and this is the weekend update. I'm going to talk about stock indices, forex, commodities, and at the end, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's kick it off as usual with S&P 500. This green support held, as you can see, very instrumental over the last couple of months. I mean, since February. This internal support has been quite effective, and we had a new high after breaking this golden resistance, and we're probably going to back test it. And then later on, the red top band is the minimum target, so that 2 touches here. I'm expecting another touch around 4,825, especially if this golden support holds. I mean, that's a potential support, clearly. So this is here, and then if we see a bounce, and that bounce level is, I would say, around 30.35, 47.30, 47.35, and then after that we'll see what happens. And Dow Jones made a new all-time high this week, which is not surprising. This green support, again similar to ES, has contained the pullbacks even during Omicron panic. You can see that green support held together with this blue broken resistance at its backtest and the golden support rail. So this was a triple support, and the Dow Jones pushed all the way to here, came back down with a little bit more Omicron panic, but you can see the Omicron was a non-event, and just had a new all-time high. The golden top band is the target. That's the minimum target, and then I would be a little bit, skeptical about more upside. So if we see a reversal, I think you may even want to go swing short. If the green bottom green internal support breaks, that would look very, very bad, clearly. But I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe we see a small reversal, and then later on, if the golden top band breaks, then Dow Jones is going to get to 40,000, 42,000, which is the green top band, 42,500. And NASDAQ is still moving within this golden channel. You can see here, that's like a long term, all the way from 2020, huge push. And inside the golden channel, there is this red channel. That's the interim uptrend. It's the perfect resistance was at 16,750, which I shared with free charts and the subscribers. That is the exact level where it reversed, because that red one and the golden one, they came together right there. Right now, at the moment, this blue bottom band together with this blue, so this was captured with the lines. Again, this law I posted to everyone, including the public profile. This here, this bounce basically held, and we broke out of this box, okay, and ultimate target is this top band. Unfortunately, I mean, the previous resistance held as strong support here, but now it's kind of broken. This little golden channel may turn into a bull flag, and if it does, it will still, it may still very much, it is still very much possible to get to this blue top band to form this much bigger bull flag. Okay, so I don't expect another touch on the blue bottom band, because if it does, I think it will break the red channel, and that would be quite bad. So I reckon this big spike is having a little correction here, and I think once it's done, it's going to keep on pushing higher. Russell is our long position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that level held again. Then later we cleared the golden resistance and back tested it and kept on pushing. Then the green top band, you can see here, the green top band held first and then came down, then broken, 2 times back tested. This black resistance is the line in the sand. If we can go over that, that's 2275, then I reckon this Omicron crash sell-off will be recovered completely, just like the other ones. But of course, Russell is lagging badly. The previous all-time high is here. This is the crash. This here is actually the Omicron crash. This started before Omicron. The minimum target is the Omicron crash recovery at 2325. And of course, this purple resistance, which was broken and it was holding before the Omicron, once it's recovered, I think there's still a chance to get to 2400, 450 as well. But it has to break this purple resistance one more time. This was Omicron fake break. So this is not with the natural market forces. This is just basically Omicron. And then we will probably get over that and then push on to at least backtest that red broken channel at 2350. Okay, I will be holding this position until that level, and then I will assess what's going to happen. FTSE 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fifth touch on this resistance all the way from 2018. And now FTSE backtested that blue broken resistance, which is not very accurate, but I'm still holding it. I'm still keeping this. And I reckon FTSE is going to keep on pushing. And once it's broken this one as well at 7,450, then 7,600 will not be a problem at all. The futures chart is also showing the same. This futures continues. FTSE is trying to break this green long-term resistance. You can see here. Okay, so that is going to be broken, I believe, very, very soon. And DAX, this was the quadruple support. That gray, the blue broken bull flags backtest, the green bottom band. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see the green perfect bottom band. Oops, sorry. We'll delete this one. This top band was broken later on, which is why we bought it. And later on, we had another Omicron panic. I didn't exit there because this red channel was still in control. You can see here 1, 2, 3 touches, 2 touches at the top. And this was just a baseless Omicron panic again. Seriously, nothing is really moving this market to the downside, even a new variant panic. Now, the golden resistance later on was broken, got back tested. So we basically closed half of the position here at this gap fill. This was the Omicron panic gap, and it was filled. So I'm still holding the remaining half to get to 16,500. And of course, we're not going to take a loss on this position because our entry was here. So I don't think it's going to come here. I mean, if it comes there, of course, this position will be closed, but I don't think it will. We'll probably get there and move on to new highs. Let's talk about oil. Now, oil is had bounced. I mean, this is the green support. This was a fake to the downside, and then later on, big recovery. The blue channel was broken and backtested. This was another backtest. That's the second Omicron panic. But then you can see both of them held. That blue channel, that blue bull flag, was really, really accurate. And then later on, we broke the red resistance to the upside. And finally, the golden resistance. That zone was broken, backtested, and which is why we bought it. Big push. Closed half of the position here. And now the black channel is breaking to the downside together with the blue bottom band. So I reckon we're going to get all the way to erase this spike up and then later on push higher. Minimum target is still 80-ish. So that's the golden top band. And of course, if it turns into a bear flag, we may still see another pullback, big pullback. So the golden top band is the minimum target of this long position. Okay. Natgas has been quite tricky. Look, this golden uptrend, you know, 2 touches here, 1 touch there, and the second touch I had said this is mega resistance and we may see a reversal. This is what we had seen since then. Of course, I wasn't expecting this much of a pullback to break the golden channel to the downside. And you can see since then, it's still trying to break back into that golden broken channel. These are the 2 attempts. This is the break with a gap down, back test, after following 5 back tests on that red broken resistance. So this was the red resistance, 1, and then there's another 4 here. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one basically damaged it quite badly. It's very, very tricky right now. I don't have a position and I don't have a conviction, because if the green top band, I mean, if it gets to the green top band, comes back down a little bit and then breaks it, then that would look clearly quite bullish. There's also another gap, big gap here. This is a gap down on the weekend, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I think it was 3 weeks ago. Opened with a gap down and never recovered. So we may get a gap fill. However, if this red support breaks, then I reckon we're going to get to all the way to 3. Okay, so that there is 1 resistance that was broken here, and we may get a back test. So you can see here, this is like a resistance, and we may get all the way to below 3. So that's why I'm not convinced as to what it wants to do. We may see some bounce, and then break off the red would open the way for 3. Okay, so be aware. Gold. This breakout and first backtest, and this is the second backtest which I tweeted, and it got so much traction. For some reason, I've posted many gold charts, but this was the one that got, I think, 200 likes or something. So this here is the backtest on the blue broken bull flag and the golden bottom band. You can see here the top band was already formed, the bottom band already formed. This is the third touch and the blue broken bull flag's backtest. We had a huge push. Now the golden top band is broken, which opens the way for 1850, 1860, and ultimately the green top band and the green channel, as you can see, is a potential bear flag. If it gets to the green top band, reverses and comes back down, we may still see 1700 one more time. However, if it gets there, comes back down a bit, and then smashes it to the upside, that would be extremely bullish. That would be the failure of this green bear flag, and that would open the way for 2000 again. So as you can see, all of my charts are based on setups. I'm not making any conclusions as to where the market is going to go. I always say, if it does this, we're going to do that. If it does that, we're going to do this. That's how I trade. There is no prophecies here, and it's only based on support and resistance lines, and I react to market action. Silver, again, the purple bottom band, perfect bounce. Then the blue resistance was broken, got back tested, and we have been pushing since then. This red channel is the guide, and it's still pushing. I reckon it's going to get to 24 this week. But of course, this red channel is a potential bear flag. If we see a break to the downside, we may get another touch on the 2150. This purple channel is a huge bull flag all the way from 2020 August. Okay, and there is an inside bull flag, which is the green one, with 1, 2, 3 touches. Okay, this was the fake to the downside, and that's, again, you can see here that again tested that level 2150. So strong support at 2150. If we ever see the break of the green top band above 2550, that would open the way for 30 quite quickly, because that green top band, which already has 3 touches, 1, 2, 3, and bottom band has 3 touches too. So that makes it the perfect channel, and the slope of it looks like a bull flag clearly. So we'll probably see, we'll probably see it breaking to the upside eventually. And forex, let's have a look at euro. Big move on euro. Why? This golden broken support got back tested many times, and it's now broken, and it already has broken this blue bull flag as well. So this was the law. This is the flag's post. Flag itself took a bit longer, and then the blue channel is now broken. The blue bull flag is now broken. The green top band, look, this green trend started right here, has been driving it down. I reckon it's going to be broken eventually, and we're going to see a really strong rally all the way to the black resistance one more time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That was broken, got back tested. Together with the green, they formed a double resistance, and you can see the green channel is about to be broken. I'm hoping it's going to be breaking to the upside, and we're going to see a run to 117, which is a double resistance. So let's see what happens if and when we get there. And pound sterling, we are long, and the reason is finding this support. Yeah, this is the top band with 4 touches on the top band, 3, 4 touches on the bottom band. That is the perfect downtrend, but that downtrend is now ending. I reckon it's going to be broken to the upside. There is also an internal downtrend, which was the red one, and it was broken to the upside, which was the reason for buying cable. We bought it, came back for a backtest on this golden diagonal resistance, broken resistance, held as support, and we have been pushing since then. So I haven't closed it half of the position. I mean, I normally scale out, but I have strong belief, confidence that this is going to get to the blue top band and finally break it to the upside. So comfortable position. US dollar, Japanese yen. Since this green support, so this was the previous resistance, as you can see, it was broken and it came back for a backtest. I said this Omicron sell-off on US dollar, Japanese yen is going to be recovered, and that's exactly where it's headed now. At 115.50 it will be completely recovered, or 60 or so. Then we'll see if this green top band and the red, are they going to still be holding, and then we will see probably a big downwards move. However, if this level is broken, and I'm going to tell you what level that is, 116.30, I mean 116.30, 116.40, if that level can be taken out, US dollar, Japanese yen has huge upside. That means Japanese yen is coming down big time, not US dollar is rallying, because US dollar is coming down. So the green top band held. The green bottom band has 2 touches. The golden broken resistance has held several times, as you can see, 3, 4 times at the back test. And then now it's broken and got back tested again. So this golden line, which has become support and resistance, and then, first a resistance, then a support, and then a resistance again. Now, the moment we can break, the moment the XY can break the green bottom band, it's going to look extremely bearish, but the next touch on that green bottom band may cause a big rally. So there is that, okay? That level is, I'm going to tell you, it will be around 95, 95.10, 95, 95.10. That's the level where you should be careful. And this is Kiwi. The green top band, perfect, 3 touches, 1, 2, 3 touches here, and then big bounce to break the blue resistance and blue channel to the upside, came back for a deep back test and moved on. Now the red resistance may be broken. You can see the golden one is broken. We are long Kiwi. My hope is that it's going to break this red resistance, and then we can relax a little bit. Okay, so there is that. This is Kiwi, and Aussie dollar is also looking bullish slightly, but not as bullish. I mean, there is still very strong overhead resistance, which is this green one, that green bear flag. It was broken and got to a new low. Look at this. And then finally we broke out of the blue channel, that beautiful channel that was broken. And now it's back testing that green broken bear flag. So, and the red resistance clearly is strong. Any move to move above the red resistance and the green, if it doesn't hold, then of course Aussie will look extremely bullish, and the previous support became another support. Yeah, so this whole thing, many people would call it head and shoulders, but head and shoulders, people tend to see it as a very, very high probability pattern. Well, it's not. Let me put it that way. There is a very high probability that this can go all the way up after breaking this red resistance and keep on pushing. So the moment it breaks this golden resistance, so golden support, you can short it. Of course, this is, you can see here, long-term support. If it comes here and breaks it, yes, then you can talk about HS. But without breaking this, and that is called, people call it a neckline. I don't do this sort of thing, but the neckline, if the neckline breaks, clearly it will look very, very bearish. But just because it looks like a head and shoulders doesn't mean it is a head and shoulders. Okay, let's have a look at Bitcoin now. All right, this golden channel was the bull flag that was broken, and this is backtest and backtest and backtest. So many backtests here, right? And it's still holding. That backtest is still holding. I'm going to switch to 4 hourly to see the current action much more clearer. Okay, and this green resistance, 4 touches, it was broken, and this is a deep backtest. It's still holding because of the black backtest, black bull flags backtest. So this was the first backtest. This is the second and third backtests. Okay, and of course this red bull flag. So I'm going to delete because this is now quite crowded. Okay, so this red one, 1, 2, 3 touches at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches at the top. Sorry, exactly the opposite. Top and bottom, 4 touches on that bottom band. This red channel is a bull flag in the making. Clearly this is the post of it, and this is the flag. Bull flags all fail all the time. I mean, they can. I mean, if we break for 45,000, then I think it's going to crash. However, if it rallies all the way to 51 and breaks it, I think the next target will be 59. So this is a very clear rectangle zone, a consolidation zone, and I still believe there is upside rather than downside. But I'm a price action trader, and that's why if the red bottom